Well, hey there folks, just got done on the second pass of the lawn. I went diagonal, so I put like diamonds on the lawn. Last cutting of the year, mid-November. You can see all the leaves and grass clippings and stuff. I'm gonna go throw that in my compost bin, and I'll be right back. In case you don't watch my videos, this mower here, I picked this up free. Someone had it out on the curb for the trash when I still lived in Las Vegas. And that was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That was 18 or 19 years ago. Probably 19 years ago I got this thing for free out the trash. All I had to do was put a new gas tank on it because it was cracked. And this sucker still works after all these years. Well folks, I went in through the bag of clippings in my worm bin, my mulch bin. But I bet you if you were to go buy a new mower today equivalent to this, I doubt if it would last half that long, to be honest. And who knows how old this was when I got it. Because like I said, I got it used out the trash can. All I do is I keep the oil change in there. I change it about once every other year. Drain it out the bottom and just fill it back up. I believe it just takes straight 30 engine oil. I don't use any synthetic in this, just regular old dinosaur oil. I run 87 octane ethanol free fill whenever I can, whenever it's available. I'll fill up on the ethanol free because it stores a lot better. I've never had to clean the carburetor on this once since I've had it because I store it correctly and run it correctly and everything else. I do sharpen the blade once a year, sometimes twice a year, depending on how much mowing I'm doing. And man, it's been a real workhorse for me. Now this here has looks like a Briggs engine. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's a Briggs engine. Even though it says Yard Machines, that's just a manufacturer of the deck. And even then, I'm sure MTD probably manufactures this. They manufactured most of the big box store stuff. But it's says it's a 6 horsepower there. And Briggs and Stratton engine there. And I tell you what, guys, in those 19 years, I think I might have pulled the plug out one time and cleaned it. Don't even change the plug. I do put a new air filter in there and clean it when it needs it. But yeah, it's been a real workhorse. Let's go check out that compost bin. Alrighty, so here's all my firewood over here walking to the compost bin. This here is a mixed pine wood. Most of this here is cottonwood. I got it for free. The very top layer is lodgepole pine. But I burn all of it in my fire pit. As you can see, I keep a lot of wood. And the idea behind all this is not just to have it for my fire pit, but you know, what if shit hits the fan and all of a sudden overnight you don't have natural gas going to your home to heat your home, or you know what propane you have, you run out, or your electricity goes off. Well, I've got wood to do cooking and some other stuff here. Just a backup plan. Anyways, here's my compost cube there. That's about, I guess, about 2 foot by 2 foot, 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot squared. Maybe 2.5 feet tall or so. It's pretty full right now because I put all those clippings in there. But we throw everything in there. Eggshells, vegetable scraps, even the cardboard cartons the eggs come in. Shredded paper from the paper shredder. And I've got red wiggler composting worms in there, and this here will be all the way down even probably in a week or two. I'm sure they'll probably make short work of it. But that's the compost bin right there. So anyways, winter's one of my least favorite times of the year. See, I got my all my cardboard from our beverages in there. I'll go ahead and throw some firewood in there and light it later. But it's so gloomy, and you know, the trees lose all their leaves and all the colors, and it just looks like a wasteland until spring comes back around. But so far, I've kept most of the green on the grass, and like I say, it's mid-November right now. It's actually November 14th, so yeah, it's definitely mid-November. I usually use Milorganite fertilizer on the lawn, and it does an excellent job of keeping it green during the warm months. And I don't run a bag on my mower. I only run the bag the first mowing of the spring to pick up the debris, and then the last mowing of the year, like now, to pick up all the leaves, debris, whatnot. Other than that, I make sure to mow it religiously once a month. Sometimes in the summer when it's really growing and I'm watering it real heavy, I may have to do it twice a week, mowing it. That's kind of rare, but I may have to because it grows really fast in the summer. But I do not ever bag it in the summer. I mulch it and let those nutrients go back into the grass, and it does a real good job. One thing that I have been using this last year, I put it on there twice now, was actually on clearance at my local Lowe's store, was this Dr. Earth all natural fertilizer. As you can see, it doesn't have much in there, 301, but it's liquid, and it does a great job in keeping the grass nice and green. I'm gonna say just as good as the Milo. And I've read online, I don't know if it's true, they say if you use an all natural fertilizer like this here, that your lawn will stay green all year throughout the winter. Now I'm not sure. I know my neighbor, she takes really good care of her back. She takes care of both her back and her front lawn really nice, but she pays extra attention to her backyard, and she uses all natural liquid fertilizers back there. And last year her grass actually stayed green, lush green, all winter long with snow and everything. I don't think this one's gonna make it. It's starting to get some, it's starting to go dormant, I guess you could say, up there. I may give it one more shot of that all natural stuff because I have one more sprayer. I might give it a shot. But even if I don't, I am, but even if it doesn't stay green, at least it gets some nutrients to it. So I'm really surprised we haven't lost all these leaves yet. Like I said, it's been down to about 28 degrees so far. We've had just furious winds come through here. Super furious winds. We've lost a lot of leaves, but not like I would expect. There's still quite a few. That panel back there, the fence, that one right there, the wind knocked that one over. As you can see, it's leaning over the neighbor's yard up against a tree. I'm gonna have to go knock on his door and see what he wants to do about that. See if he'll go 50-50 and we'll replace it. We'll see. But yeah, here's what things are looking like back here in mid-November. I did turn off my sprinklers here about a week and a half ago. I shut them off and winterized everything, so there's no more water out here. If I do anything, it's going to be by the hose. The grapevines, they're about the first thing to go. They don't take the cold very well. Here's the koi little barrel here. Let me try to zoom in there and show you the fish. There's one down there swimming. You can see the orange. There's another one. They're getting bigger, that's for sure. Haven't found any dead ones in there, so they're obviously still alive. These water thylacines here, some of them are dying off, some of them are staying green. I'm really surprised by that, by the freezing weather. I did take that one fellow's advice. I know you watched the videos. I'm not sure of your name, sorry about that. But he did tell me to drop a couple of these heaters in there. And I put one in there, and then I went down and got another one. So I got 2 heaters. Those are 100-watt heaters each, and they're good for 10 to 20 gallon tanks, they say. So, if this was inside a climate controlled area, that should be good for like 40 gallons. But, it's out here and it's gonna freeze, but hopefully that's just enough. The fish do seem to congregate around the heated tubes. So, yeah, they're still living, so that's pretty good. And I think next summer what I'll do is I'm going to run permanent power to here. So that way I got my heaters in the winter. I'm going to ditch the solar pump. And I'm going to put a lot stronger pump in there to pump a lot more water. And I think that should be good. Here's a bathroom window right here. That's where the tub is. And I've got an outlet right on the other side, right there by the sink. So I'm just going to go in there and drop Romix down and put it at the approved height right there, an outlet. It's going to be in the wall, of course, and in, you know, an outdoor rated GFI right there. And then I'll have power, which is literally right here. So that's what I'll do for next year. So here's these bushes over here. They're still green so far. They usually die off in the winter once it starts getting pretty cold. There's that chair I picked up from Oregon. There's the mama and the baby chicks. But I'll tell you, those baby chicks haven't grown one day, and I've had those things probably for about at least 8 years, maybe 10 years. My daughter got me those for a Christmas gift one year. There's that other grapevine. Like I say, they're the first things to go. There's my goat. Meh, meh. Yeah, he's a good boy. Or a girl, whatever it is. No, I guess it'd be a boy. It has horns. You can see this stuff here starting to lose the green. This will all die, and I'll just cut it off with the hedge trimmer, just like I did last year. You can see where I cut it, and it'll grow right back. There's my rooster, keeping a watch over the yard. Most of the trees are off, or most of the leaves are off the little peach there. That's definitely growing. Next year will be its 3rd year. You can see a better shot of that fence right there. Definitely have to fix that. I hear a raven. There's the antenna. Don't have it cranked up, have it lowered down. There's Skip running like crazy right now inside. I can key up and talk pretty much wherever it's going, boy. I don't want to brag too much, but for what that is, for being just a omnidirectional 5/8 wave, this sucker kicks butt. Well, it's not just the antenna, it's the whole system, but it really kicks butt, man. Some guys send me my audio out there in Skip land, down south, back east, and it's just really booming. Really happy with it. Anyways, you can see the lawn here. You see how I got the diagonals in there. Kind of see the checkerboard over here. You go back here, so you can see him running that way. And then as I go up here and I turn, well, I guess it's not as prominent, but there you can kind of see him. Yeah, I went over it twice. I'm going to go ahead and scoop all these apples and pears up and get rid of them. I've put plenty of them in the compost bin already, so those will just go in the trash. I usually leave them there for the birds, but the birds are pretty much, I think they probably went to warmer places. You don't see too many of them. You still see some quail here and there. Now the marigolds, they've died from the cold, but check out this. Look at the beautiful red color on this. I wouldn't be able to tell you what this is, but I did leave the tag on this one, it appears. So that's what it is, an orange rocket. What is that? A barberry, orange rocket barberry. Yeah. That's sure has some nice colors to it there. Everything else here is dead, going dormant. I'll collect the marigold seeds and put them out. So we'll get more of those next year. Those are always spectacular. Kind of see what things are looking like. Tons of good seeds to collect here. I'm going to have to give some water to the chrysanthemum. But yeah, things are starting to go to sleep out here. Sure, this will be next. So far, it's still got some pretty good green to it. You can see that one in the back's already done for. Still got some color here in the front. There's a strawberry coming out there. There's another one of those barberries there that I just pointed out. I bought 2 of those when I originally got those. Can't even see Mr. Owl anymore. He's all obscured by this plants right here. Alright folks, That's about all I got. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you next time.